Previously on the Ginato verse.
Boba Fett stuff. So this youngin right here, this is Black Chrysanthemum. Damn! And this man, Boba, got snuck up on again, bro. Seeing that Chrysanthemum was a bounty hunter, and not only that, but after he tried to kill Boba, Boba let him go.
That boy is good.
That told me that we're gonna see Black Chrysanthemum again. That he is gonna be like right under Fennec as far as like next in line. If he just killed him off, right? Which would be the easy thing to do.
Shoot his ass right now, Lee. Shoot his ass! Wait! There's more!
This is Boba who has changed, right? He got humbled. He has had his moments with the Mandalorian. At this point, he's in a different headspace where he's given all these second chances. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, bro, this is the second time, 3 episodes, that somebody tried to assassinate you. You know? Like, youngins is not really messing with that. Like, youngins don't really respect you.
Emotional damage.
Respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
War is coming, bruh. They're gonna have to really bring in a good antagonist for Boba to really go up against, for this to really go to the next level. Because just going up against the Pike syndicate, like Pikes themselves aren't necessarily like the most formidable enemy, right? So as he's building his infrastructure right now, it's going to have to come to like them having a main antagonist or whatever for us to really see Boba rise to the occasion in the sense that will actually be good, right? Because at this point, the way he's been moving right now has not been smooth, right? He's just pulling up kind of like, yo, this is mine now. Like, it's like a toddler. Like, nah, this is mine. All right, just deal with it.
Like a panther.
That's the kind of energy coming with. But he hasn't garnered and earned that respect in everybody else's eyes because they don't necessarily know all that he's done, or they don't care. So it's a slippery slope in that sense. What's going on, team? It's your boy G, and today's episode of Ginato Explain, we're gonna be taking a look at the Book of Boba Fett's biggest weakness and some of the like inconsistencies with the story that could either be better, or we started to kind of theorize like, you know, what could possibly take this show to the next level. So after watching the most recent episode, it really got me thinking like, yo, why is Boba Fett, I don't want to say necessarily struggling, but like, why isn't he making like sustainable progress? And why does it feel like even though he's making moves to like, you know, go forward, it doesn't really feel like he's really progressing as far as, you know, being a daimyo? And the first thing that came to mind is that the fact that he's way too trusting, whether it's with the company he keeps,
Surprise, shawty!
or the pets that he decides to befriend. In general, like, he is just way too trusting. And who knows, maybe it's because of the lifestyle that he lived as a bounty hunter, where he has like, you know, the freedom to choose the jobs that he wants to do and work with who he wants to work with. So it feels like it's one of those like honor among thieves type of things, like where it's like you really have to be in it to understand. But like from an outside looking in, I'm just over here like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Literally the only person I trust on this show right now is Fennec.
Things would go a lot smoother if you accepted their ways.
Yeah, baby.
Even during the meeting with all the different crime families, Boba tries to build up this alliance where they all get on one accord initially, but it's really no real weight behind the discussion that, you know, they really had, bro, because at the end of the day, any one of those crime families could go back and just double cross Boba Fett without blinking an eye. Basically, all they agreed upon was that they weren't going to get in Boba Fett's way. But at the end of the day, that could just be all talk, bro. What are we really doing? Like, I thought we would have got like some more of a demonstration of like, yo, don't play with me. You either with me or against me, you know, type of vibe. But he's choosing to be very brutal in some instances, but also as a way of like showing mercy at some points, or maybe just giving the benefit of the doubt. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see until one of these youngins actually double crosses him. At some point, he's gonna have to actually start pulling his weight as the daimyo. He's definitely making progress, adding, you know, the the cyborg gang to the whole mix, and now having Black Chrysanthemum at your side, like, he's definitely making moves, but like things about to start getting real wonky out there, bruh. And I think it's really going to take for Boba to have like a really amazing feat that is basically like town saving and city saving, where he's going to end up earning the respect from everybody that, you know, has had doubts ever since he done came into power, and also gain the full support of the crime families slash the mayor, who will probably not end up being the mayor by the end of this series, just based on how it's going right now. Things are gonna start heating up, and Tatooine already got endless suns, so I don't know how much more they can take.
It's hot.
And worst case scenario, he's going to have to end up fighting a war on two fronts, that being the mayor and the other being the Pikes. But I honestly think the next step is really going to have to be figuring out how to take down the mayor, because he still has some hold on just not only the people, but just how this city runs and how the underground is actually functioning on a day-to-day basis, which could also lead us to figuring out who is the next antagonist, right? Because it's going to be really necessary, and if they don't do that, that's probably going to be the most devastating thing that can really happen to the show, because up until this point it's really just been a build-up, not so much of like a major antagonist, but really just us getting an understanding of like what kind of person Boba really is. So now I'm starting to get a little antsy. I'm like, okay, like who's Boba gonna really be fighting up against, right? It can't just be the Pikes, because they're more of a collective versus somebody like Darth Maul, you know, who the Pike Syndicate initially worked for back in the day. But I honestly don't really have a clue of who it could really be, because the timeline is kind of not necessarily wonky, but there's not a lot to choose from in this situation. So in all honesty, it could literally be just a whole new character, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what's next, bro, because even in the Mandalorian we didn't really get a really good antagonist until we got Moff Gideon, right? So maybe it'll end up being the supplier of the Pikes. I'm curious to see what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section down below. Yo, what's good, y'all? I am pausing this video to let you guys know that we officially have a Patreon. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck is a Patreon? Well, let me lay it out for you. Basically, our Patreon is called the Ginato Verse, and in the Ginato Verse you have the opportunity to not only get early content, but also get exclusive Patreon only videos where we're discussing your favorite fandoms and also having dope conversations, bringing all of our communities across the whole metaverse, right? Because that's a thing now, and dropping it all in one place. Now there are 4 different tiers that you can join. I don't care which one you choose, just know that your support is greatly appreciated. So tap in with us, Patreon/Ginato, and let's get back to the video. And the last thing I want to talk about in this video is just the flashbacks, because initially, like, these flashbacks have been very insightful, but now we're starting to get closer and closer to real time. So we're going to start running out of memories. Maybe it'll be more memories of back when he was a kid on Camino. Boba has lived a full life, bruh, so there's still plenty to pull from. Who knows, we might even get a Mandalorian appearance, so that would be amazing. Let me know in the comment section what y'all theories are on where we're going to end up in the show. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for this episode, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers so that we can get access to that community tab, so we can start having more conversations offline throughout the week. But I appreciate everybody that's tuning into this video, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy, y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing, see going. It's me, your boy G. I'm gone. Peace.